Well, you know, so a few things to consider after a dry fast. First of all, you don't want to eat a lot. First thing you do is you do the baking soda and water trick that drop you out of ketosis back into normal pH. Then drink some coconut water, take some magnesium, some potassium. And later on in the day, you do some bone broth. You know, solid food, you take it as you think you can deal with it. Lay off the proteins for a while though. They take a lot of energy to dissolve and they're kind of hard on your gut. So again, follow your senses. If you can take it, eat it. I suggest vegetable soups, broths, that kind of stuff before you start getting into really, thick, hard foods again. The other thing is, after a dry fast, as I'm sure you've seen on my website, ciderlife.com, and read in the book, The Phoenix Protocol, I've come across a couple of things that really help improve the effects of regenerating your stem cells, getting your bone marrow up to speed. You've made a lot of new mitochondria and nerve cells, and you got to protect those. Of course, the Fisetin to keep getting rid of the senescent cells, and the stem cell regen, which is really interesting because it's a combination of nutraceuticals that individually don't do much, but it's been proven synergistically they produce a 70% increase in bone marrow stem cell production and bone marrow immune system cell production. I take it. I take a bottle of the stuff for the month after the dry fast ends. The other one is Polyphenol Plus, which are these, again, nutraceuticals that don't do much by themselves, but they're combined with Resveratrol that again has a synergistic effect that improves their ability to protect your mitochondria from oxidative damage all over the body. The other one, of course, is Resveratrol itself, which improves your NAD+ synthesis because it doesn't activate sirtuins. It actually stimulates the production of NAD, which is essential for activating your sirtuins. So your sirtuins are cleaning up the cells, making sure everything happens correctly. Fisetin is getting rid of senescent cells. Anything left in the body it gets rid of. Stem cell regen improves your bone marrow, which is where all your immune system cells are being regenerated. You've got a brand new immune system after a 7-day dry fast. You might as well make sure that it keeps cranking out those cells and really improves your overall immunity strength. Polyphenol protects your mitochondria. Your energy depends on your healthy mitochondria. So, in this respect, the nutraceuticals, although they're not essential, because you can do a dry fast, get all these benefits, but I take these things because I came across the literature and the universities and medical center studies that show that these things work uniquely to improve your health during your normal year, not dry fasting. There's a bunch of other stuff you can eat, like gelatin to improve collagen production and things like that. But for the most part, you've just completed a 7-day dry fast. You've done all these wonderful things for yourself. You can take the supplements or not, but if you haven't bought the book, The Phoenix Protocol, go ahead and get a hold of it because you're going to want to know why all this thing works so well. And besides that, if you're trying to explain to other people how a 7-day dry fast works, it's a good book to know about. It's a good way to get yourself up to speed to talk to people about why they might consider doing this protocol. Again, it was developed by the Russians to heal major illness. We're not using it here to do that. You'll probably heal a bunch of stuff just out of course because that's what it does. But it's the stem cell regeneration and the immune system regeneration and all these other things that happen during a dry fast is why we do it, to extend lifespan and health span. So you want to stay around longer and you want to stay around healthier, do a dry fast because it cleans out all the debris, all the toxic waste that's built up over decades and is the source of inflammation that causes aging. I mean, that's the other thing. These things that you've held in your cells for decades are the source of inflammation. Inflammation is that low wear down of your systems until something just can't take it, subsystem fails, whole thing falls over. So that's a good, you know, a good way to prevent that from happening. The other book, of course, is Neogenesis, which is what you do during the year when you're not dry fasting. And that's where the supplements probably come in as well. Eating correctly is absolutely essential. Eating the right oils is absolutely essential. Forget canola, corn, sunflower seed, all that stuff, cottonseed oil. It's all toxic to your mitochondria. These are not long-chain fatty acids. And you want stearic acid, palmitic acid, like in beef. Grass-fed, grass-finished beef butter and beef. Coconut oil is another good one. You want these oils that provide the right energy for your cells to make ATP, the right oils to make your cells operate correctly. And besides that, all the oils I listed are all soaked with glyphosate, which is a known endocrine disruptor. So my suggestion is share what you've learned. You've just done the dry fast. Kudos, congratulations to you. And I'm really proud of you. It's been a few days since I last posted, but I've been, you know, we've had tons of rain out here and everything else. But that doesn't matter. What matters is the most important way to get off the dry fast is to get out of ketosis, get the potassium, magnesium, sodium back in your body, get your critical electrolytes back, or start eating broths, which are infusions. You know, I like vegetable broths because you can throw all kinds of vegetables in there, cook it down into a broth. All that goodness is in the broth. It's easy to digest. It's easy on your brand new stomach lining. You've just redone your gut. You've rebalanced your gut bacteria. Try not to screw that up. You know, it's, you know, this is an interesting life we have. No one's going to come to your rescue, but you can save yourself a lot of pain and effort if you just do the right thing, eat the right foods, exercise, get some fresh air, get some sunshine, all the stuff you need to stay healthy. You know, sunlight is really important for the human body. Ultraviolet goes down and creates the vitamin D. Nitric oxide synthase is involved in this. And if you haven't read Stephanie Seneff's work on this, it's brilliant. So yeah, that's the message. Did a great job. Treat yourself good after this. And I will talk to you soon.
Yes?
We have a message. Can you remind people to subscribe, please, sir?
What now?
Please.
Oh, very well.